Kilo, Quebec 4, Quebec X-ray Charlie. I say again, Kilo, Quebec 4, Quebec X-ray Charlie. QSL?
Quebec X-ray Charlie. Roger, what's the name there?
Richard. QSL?
Roger, Richard, and what's your location?
Clayton, North Carolina.
Roger, North Carolina. And what radio are you running, Richard?
I also have a 7300 with a Chameleon Airpass 2.0 antenna located about 45 feet up in the air. Running horizontal about 73 feet. Facing about 73 feet. Facing southwest. QSL?
Okay, did you say you're running a 7300 now?
Okay, did you say you're running a 7300 now? Roger, roger.
Alrighty, if you'd be interested in our setup procedure, starts with you making sure you're in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth. It lets that transmitter be all that it can be, and then gives it just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. Roger?
Right, before you're into somebody else's conversation. Roger? Roger. I'm real new to the hobby here, so anything you can do to help me would be great.
Roger, Roger. Do you have a book on that 7300?
Roger, Roger. Do you have a book on that 7300? Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger. Well, your transmit bandwidth (TVW) is talked about in the book, and what you want to do is you have 3 selections, and the best one is called wide, and that is the 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, and that's the one you want. Roger.
100 transmit bandwidth, and that's the one you want. Roger. Okay, could you tell me how to adjust it? I think you have a 7300 as well.
I do. Let's see here. Hang on just a minute. I'll see if I can bring that up. Hang on just a minute. We'll be right back.
Hang on just a minute. We'll be right back.
Okay, this would be in settings. You have settings is the 2 arms, the wrench, and the whatever. So you would go to settings, Roger?
And the whatever, so you would go to settings, Roger?
Yeah, how about you there, North Carolina? Richard, you still have a coffee?
Yeah, how about you there, North Carolina? Richard, you still have a coffee? Roger, I'm just trying to find the settings. I went to the menu, and I seen where it said set. And where I need to go.
Roger. Well, this would be transmit single sideband in that area there. Transmit in there. Hang on.
In there. Hang on.
Okay, did you check your menu?
Okay, did you check your menu? Yes, I'm at the menu.
Okay, did that come up with those cross wrenches, you know, the X wrenches?
Cross wrenches, you know, the X wrenches. Roger, and I press that and I see tone control, function, connector, display, time set.
Should be something in there about TBW. Okay, so it also takes you, let's see here. Let's do this, the rectangular button at the lower left side of the display. Find that, Roger.
Rectangular button at the lower left side of the display. Find that, Roger. Roger, I do see TBW under settings.
Yes, sir. We'll go ahead and punch that up.
And it has RX. Yes, sir. We'll go ahead and punch that up.
So that single sideband also takes you to TBW. And then, so set that TBW to wide, 100 to 2900.
Set that TBW to wide, 100 to 2900.
And you also have two other selections there, and a lot of people make all three of those preferences 100 to 2900, so the radio can't slip into another mode, or you can't accidentally slip it into another mode. So all three of those settings could be made to say 100 to 2900. Roger?
Could be made to say 100 to 2900. Roger? Roger, the wide is set to 100 to 2900. The mid is right now 300 to 2700. And I'm going to change that to 100 to 2900.
Yes, sir. 100 to 2900. It's called wide, and that will let you operate that transmitter in the best resolution that it can be run in, and they give you then just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation.
Just a slice of daylight before you're into somebody else's conversation. Roger. I set wide, the narrow, and the mid to 100 to 2900 QSL.
Roger. Yeah, that's what I do, and just allows that radio just to run just as best it can. So then let's go to we want to go to the compressor processor, the compressor on that radio. The multi-button, the round button at the upper right side of the display window, takes you to power output, set mic gain, compression, and monitor. So on the compressor, we want to set that at a 3. I want to set that at a 3, Roger?
Set that at a 3. I want to set that at a 3, Roger? Okay, it was on.
Oh my gosh, I think you hit your VFO, bud. I think you hit your VFO. We're on 718800. 718800. 718800. Okay, I have 73. Okay, so you put your compressor on 3, Roger?
Okay, so you put your compressor on 3, Roger? Roger, when it was on, so I'm going to change it to on and 3. QSL?
Roger. So your compressor's on at 3. Let's move to the ALC with mic gain in hand. And I want you to say the word audio. Just say it as you would say any other word in the QSO. It's just the first part of that word that's really important. The part spoken just as you would speak any other word in the QSO. And adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 2/3. Roger?
ALC meter is running 2/3. Roger. Change in the ALC.
So you should be about 2/3 on your ALC level after you adjust it. Roger?
2/3 on your ALC level after you adjust it. Roger. All right, let me try again. Nope, there's no change. It's right at the red line.
Okay, so let's see here. What you want to do is, that ALC meter does not run the full length of the other meters. It only runs halfway the length of the other meters, and you only want to be a little over halfway on that meter. So you only want to be, take a look at that ALC meter. It doesn't run the full length like the other meters. And you want to be halfway in that ALC meter. Roger?
And you want to be halfway in that ALC meter. Roger? Roger. Let me try again. Okay, adjusted it in about halfway, and our mic gain is at 13. Yourself?
That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. So take your mic up to 40. Take your mic up to 40. Your mic gain up to 40. Roger?
Up to 40. Your mic gain up to 40. Roger? Roger, mic gain's at 40, and I'll try again. It's off. The ALC is right at the end of the red line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sounds pretty good there. I would. There's no distortion, so I would run it like that. Why don't you tell me about your antenna system there in about 10 or 15 seconds, and let me listen to you.
Antenna system there in about 10 or 15 seconds, and let me listen to you. Roger, I have a chameleon impact 2.0 located 45 feet in the air, and a wire running horizontal about 73 feet facing southwest. QSL?
Roger, Richard. Sounds good. Now, let's see. On that multi button, let me just check here something real quick. Yeah. The menu button, that rectangular button at the lower left side of the display. The menu button, lower rectangular button at the lower left side of the display, takes you to set, which takes you to tone control, which takes you to transmit, which takes you to single sideband, and so the transmit EQ settings that I want you to set on that EQ is treble boost 4 clicks up, treble boost +4, bass 0. So treble +4, bass 0. Roger?
So treble +4, bass 0. Roger? That's where it was before on the single sideband, and it took me to the it is 0. Yourself?
I've got a better copy on you now on my what is that? My Georgia SDR. I got a better copy on you on my Georgia SDR. So I want you to set that, max out your treble boost, +5 on the treble EQ, +5 on the treble EQ, and flat 0 level on the bass at the moment.
0 level on the bass at the moment. Roger, the bass is at 0 and the triple at 5. QSL.
Alrighty, tell me the best thing you like about that 7300.
Alrighty, tell me the best thing you like about that 7300. What I really like about it is the waterfalls. I can see what frequencies are being used all the time. I can go to the ones that want to make some contact. QSL.
Roger, okay, make that bass control -2. Bass control -2 and come back and let me hear you.
Bass control -2 and come back and let me hear you. Roger, the bass control is now -2. That's a -2 on the bass control. Is that any better? Over.
Yes, sir. I think that's a little more articulated. And I think that's be good. I'd like to hear for you to say a little bit more there so I can double check it some more. Tell me about your antenna system again.
I can double check it some more. Tell me about your antenna system again. Roger, my antenna system is a Chameleon Impact 2.0, located about 50 feet from the shack and about 45 feet up in the air, running horizontal wire about 73 feet, facing southwest. Over.
Roger, Roger. And which mic are you using right now?
Roger, Roger. And which mic are you using right now? Say again.
What mic are you using right now?
What mic are you using right now? The mic that came with the 7300, the stock mic.
Roger, Roger. So what I want you to do is, and it sounds like you're doing it pretty much, but I want you to put that mic to the corner of your lips and talk across it. Do not talk directly into the mic. It causes some mouth noise and stuff. So pull it to the corner of your lips and talk across it. That's the best way to run that mic. Roger?
Talk across it. That's the best way to run that mic. Roger? Roger. I'm talking across. Again, my antenna is Chameleon Impact 2.0, located about 45 feet in the air, running horizontal wire, 73 feet, facing southwest. QSL.
Roger, Richard. I think you got it, bud. That sounds mighty good. If you want to hear it, go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 3200, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
3200, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow. Roger?
I think you might have hit your VFO again, Richard. I think you might have hit your VFO again.
Again, Richard. Sign again. I think you might have hit your VFO again.
Roger, Richard. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor. Repeat. Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, followed by the word logbook. Logbook. So it's KC9VKV logbook on a YouTube search. Roger?
KC9VKV logbook on a YouTube search. Roger? Roger, I got it. Thanks for your help. I really appreciate your time, and I'll check it out tomorrow. Roger.
Roger, Roger, Richard 73, sir. Have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, and if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We'd love to have you. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.